Listen to me. Right now, some of you are this close to giving up. I see it. You've been grinding, sacrificing, waking up early, staying up late, and still you're wondering, when will it pay off? But let me tell you something. Success doesn't knock on your door with a smile. It shows up wearing challenges, fears, and doubt, waiting to see if you quit before you win. You're closer than you think. Stay with me, because by the end of this, you'll know the 6 undeniable signs that you're just inches away from greatness. And trust me, once you see these signs, there's no turning back. Sign 1, resistance feels stronger than ever. When everything starts to push back harder, it's not because you're failing, it's because you're about to break through. Think of it like flying planes face the most turbulence before reaching cruising altitude. Well, if you're children and you approach baseball bat crazily, you know you're on the brink of something great when fear gets loud. That fear isn't a stop sign. It's a signal that you're stepping into uncharted territory where growth leaves. That's right, you're getting uncomfortable with comfort, building a restlessness, that itch you can't shake. That's your soul rejecting mediocrity. It's telling you there's more out there for you. Go get it. A sign for people begin to take notice. Suddenly, people are reaching out. Opportunities are presenting themselves, and you might not even feel ready for them. That's because you're leveling up, and the world is responding to your energy. Fine. You see challenges as opportunities. Obstacles don't make you question your path, but fuel your fire instead. You know you're in alignment with your purpose. The bigger the challenge, the closer the reward. Sign 6, you feel the grind paying off. It's no longer just about the dream, it's about the process. You see your progress, feel the momentum, and deep down, you know it's all worth it. So, here's the deal. The next time fear whispers in your ear, resistance tries to knock you down, or challenges show up in your path, don't stop. These aren't signs of failure. They're proof you're on the verge of success. Stay in the game. Don't you dare quit. When you're inches away from winning, the finish line isn't a place, it's a decision. Decide today that you're unstoppable. Let the world know that success isn't something you're chasing, it's something you're claiming. The only question left is, how bad do you want it? When everything starts to push back hard, it's easy to think you're going in the wrong direction. But let me tell you something. Resistance is not a sign to stop. It's confirmation that you're moving forward. Imagine a plane taking off. The strongest turbulence hits not when it's on the ground, but when it's climbing to reach cruising altitude. The same applies to your journey. The more you push, the more resistance you'll face. Because growth isn't supposed to be easy. It's supposed to challenge you, test you, and force you to dig deeper. This is the point where most people give up because they mistake resistance for failure. But resistance is just the universe asking, how much do you really want it? It's life's way of separating those who are serious from those who are only interested when it's convenient. So when you feel the pressure building, when the setbacks, the obstacles, and the doubts start coming at you harder than ever, don't back down. That's the moment when you're closest to breaking through. Remember this, the more resistance you face, the closer you are to leveling up. T-Law. Fear will show up like an unwelcome guest, whispering in your ear that you're not ready, that you'll fail, that you don't have what it takes. It hits hardest when you're standing at the edge of something great. And that's the thing about fear. It doesn't appear when you're standing still or playing small. It shows up when you're stepping into something bigger, something unknown, something that will force you to grow. Now, you might feel your chest tighten, your hands shake, or your thoughts race, telling you to turn back. But let me tell you something. Fear isn't there to stop you. It's a signal. It's proof that you're on the verge of a breakthrough. Every successful person you admire felt that same fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown, but they didn't let it define them. They pushed through because they understood that fear is not a wall, it's a door. If you're feeling scared right now, good. It means you're moving towards something worth fighting for. So don't run from the fear. Lean into it, embrace it, and let it fuel your determination. Fear is just a test, asking you, are you ready to become who you're meant to be? Prove that you are. You know that feeling? That nagging discomfort that won't let you sit still? The things that used to satisfy you don't anymore. The routine that once felt safe now feels suffocating. That's not a problem. That's your inner potential telling you it's time to grow. Success doesn't happen in the comfort zone, and deep down, you know it. You weren't built for average. You weren't designed to settle. Comfort might feel good for a while, but it's a trap. It keeps you stagnant, lulling you into thinking you're fine where you are. But listen, your discomfort is a sign. It's your instinct screaming, this isn't where you're supposed to stop. That restlessness, that craving for something more is the universe nudging you forward, reminding you that greatness demands more from you. The truth is, comfort never leads to growth. It's in the stretching, the striving, in the moments where you feel completely out of your depth that transformation happens. So if you're starting to feel uneasy in your current situation, don't ignore it. That's not a sign to slow down. It's a sign to level up. Embrace the discomfort because it's pointing you toward your next breakthrough. Something starts to shift. People you never thought were paying attention suddenly begin to notice you. They're asking questions, offering advice, or even doubting your path. Some might even criticize you, saying, why are you working so hard? Or do you really think you can pull this off? But here's the thing. Attention, whether it's praise, curiosity, or skepticism, means one thing. You're making waves. This is the point where your efforts start creating ripples beyond your immediate world. Your consistency, your hustle, your relentless grind, it's becoming visible. People may not fully understand what you're doing yet, but they can see you not the same. And that's because you're not. When people start taking notice, it's not time to get comfortable or distracted. It's time to lock in even harder. Recognition is a signal that your energy, your actions, and your results are aligning. It's the world's way of saying you're on the right track, keep going. Don't let it inflate your ego or derail your focus. Let it fuel your fire. Because the fact that people are noticing means you're stepping into your purpose. Life will test you by disguising opportunities as obstacles. The challenges you face may seem overwhelming, unfair, or impossible to overcome, but they're not roadblocks. They're gateways. The truth is, success never comes wrapped in a pretty package with a bow on top. It shows up as hard work, setbacks, and moments that make you question whether you're strong enough to keep going. But here's the secret. Hidden inside every challenge is an opportunity waiting for you to see it. That rejection letter is pushing you to refine your skills. That failure is teaching you how to adapt. That closed door is redirecting you to a better path. The problem isn't the challenge, it's how you choose to see it. When you stop looking at obstacles as reasons to quit and start seeing them as stepping stones, everything changes. Challenges are designed to prepare you for the opportunities you're about to face. They force you to grow into the person who can handle the success you're chasing. So when life throws a curveball, don't back down. Step up. Look for the lesson, find the opportunity, and use it to prepare yourself forward. There comes a point in your journey when the grind starts to feel different. It's not that the work gets easier. It doesn't. The hours are still long, the sacrifices still sting, and the challenges still test you. But something shifts inside. You start to notice that despite the exhaustion, there's a fire burning within you that doesn't quit. You're not just working, you're building. You're not just dreaming, you're creating. You'll see glimpses of the results. Small wins that remind you why you started. That email, that phone call, that acknowledgement. Those moments show you it's paying off. You begin to realize that every setback, every late night, and every ounce of effort was a brick in the foundation of your success. It's not just hope anymore, it's proof. You feel the momentum picking up like a train that's finally found its tracks. Here's the key. This is where most people start to coast, but not you. This is where you double down. Because the grind that once felt like a burden now feels like a privilege. You're no longer chasing success. You're earning it. And every step forward is confirmation that you're exactly where you're meant to be. Keep going. The best is yet to come. Shifts in your mind, and distractions that used to pull you away no longer hold the same power. You'll find yourself laser focused, locked in on your goals, and unwilling to entertain anything that doesn't align with your vision. This isn't by accident. It's a sign that you're on the brink of success. The clarity you feel isn't random. It's the result of all the work you've been putting in, the late nights, the sacrifices, the moments of doubt. They've refined your purpose and stripped away the noise. You don't have time for drama, for excuses, or for things that don't add value to your journey. And it's not because you're cold or unfeeling. It's because you finally see the bigger picture. Focus is your superpower right now. It's what separates you from those who dream but never act. When you reach this stage, you understand that every moment counts, every decision matters, and every step is taking you closer to what you've been working so hard for. Hold on to this focus because it's a rare and powerful gift. It's the compass guiding you straight to your breakthrough. There's a restless energy building inside you, and it won't let you stay still. The life you used to be content with, the routines, the comforts, the familiar patterns, it no longer feels like enough. That sense of comfort you once clung to now feels like a cage, holding you back from something bigger. It's unsettling, but it's also a sign. You are outgrowing your old self. This discomfort isn't something to fear. It's a call to action. It's your potential telling you it's time to move, to stretch, to step into the next level of your life. You've reached a point where the thought of staying the same feels more painful than the effort it will take to grow. That's how you know you're ready. Success demands change, and change is never easy. It's uncomfortable, messy, and sometimes even scary. But if you're feeling restless, if you're craving more, it's because you were never meant to stay in the same place. Embrace that feeling. Let it push you, challenge you, and remind you that comfort is the enemy of greatness. This is your moment to rise above it. You're exhausted, no doubt about it. The long hours, the setbacks, the sacrifices, they've taken a toll. But here's the thing, even in the middle of the grind, there's a shift. That tiredness you feel doesn't weigh you down the way it used to. It's different now. It's a satisfying kind of exhaustion because deep down, you know it's worth it. Every small win, every step forward, and every bit of progress is a reminder of why you started in the first place. You're beginning to see the pieces come together. The dream isn't just in your head anymore, it's taking shape right in front of you. And that feeling, that sense of momentum is what keeps you going. The grind doesn't feel like a chore anymore. It feels like a privilege. You're not just working toward a goal. You're becoming the person capable of achieving it. And every late night, every challenge, every moment of doubt has been building your resilience. You feel it. The breakthrough is coming. Keep pushing because you're closer than ever. As you continue on this journey, something incredible begins to happen. The world starts to mirror the energy you've been putting out. Opportunities that once seemed impossible are suddenly within reach. People who once ignored you or doubted you are now showing up, supporting you, and recognizing your efforts. It's like the universe is aligning everything in your favor because you've put in the work, stayed consistent, and never gave up. You attract what you've been working toward, not just in the form of opportunities, but in the people you meet, the circumstances you find yourself in, and even the right timing. Your energy has shifted, and now it's vibrating at a frequency that calls success into your life. What you once had to chase is now coming to you. But here's the truth. This isn't luck. It's the result of the dedication, the focus, the resilience, and the belief you've shown when no one else was watching. The universe doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you've earned. You've earned this. Stay aligned, keep your energy positive, and watch how the world starts to respond. Success isn't just something you're reaching for anymore. It's becoming something that can't help but find you.